Good day, and thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the daily video forecast discussion for this Monday, Earth Day, April 22nd, 2013, and we find our beautiful bird perched here on its limb, and the buds are coming out, and so are the allergies. But nonetheless, it's pretty chilly and mixed cloud and sunshine kind of a day for the New Jersey, New York City area, and we'll get into that in just a moment. And even though today is officially Earth Day globally, around the entire world and globe, there have been many activities in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area over the weekend to celebrate Earth Day. And exactly what is Earth Day and what can we do as participants on this world, in this world and globe, to protect our environment? Well, I created a link for you to go to. And that link is www.earthday.org. And if you're in the New Jersey area, Earth Day, of course, is celebrated today, but it's a National Environmental Educational Week, which lasts from last Monday through this past weekend. But there are still a lot of events going on in the state of New Jersey today, and you can actually find that information by going to nj.gov and then search for or Google just New Jersey Earth Day, and you'll find the calendar of events under today, Monday, April 22nd, 2013, in your area. And we'll start things out in the weather department this morning with the New Jersey surface map, and this is from around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. We find all winds are off the ocean. They're out of the east and northeast, and that's why we have some chilly marine or maritime air across the region, and this is all throughout the northern mid-Atlantic, and I'll show you the larger scale surface chart in just a moment. As a result of these winds, we have generally a mixture of either clear to partly cloudy skies, and temperatures are pretty uniform and chilly with that wind. They're generally running in the middle 40s just about everywhere from the New York City metro area all the way up the Hudson Valley and into Connecticut, all the way down to the Philadelphia and in northern Delmarva regions this morning. And this is from Roanoke's Weather Center, which is RoanokeWeather.com, courtesy for the surface maps here. Strong high pressure extends all the way off the New England coast into the Atlantic, and it's ridging down across the eastern United States as well. And we find this upper low across southeastern Canada. This is creating a blocking pattern here, but this high is actually, this is in a confluence zone, so this high is actually building across the region as it moves off the mid-Atlantic coast. And that is providing a very strong but subtle easterly fetch of maritime air from off the chilly waters of the Atlantic, where water temperatures are still in the 40s and lower 50s. And air temperatures here from southern New England all the way down through the northern mid-Atlantic are also as chilly. They're in the upper 30s to low and mid 40s. This week, disturbance here off the southeastern coast and this old frontal boundary that crossed the region several days ago with a very heavy rain and thunder will be moving slowly to the north and east, very slowly as this high eventually gives way, but most of this precipitation will be spotty and will remain off the coast, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Meanwhile, back to the west, we have a very strong, or not so strong, cold front that's becoming occluded here across the Great Lakes region, and this will be moving in our direction probably during the middle to latter part of the week. So it's going to be one of those weeks where temperatures are going to be near or slightly above seasonal levels, but nothing as comparative to what we went through this past Friday. And our water vapor imagery this morning shows that frontal boundary with moisture streaming north, but mainly remaining offshore. High pressure in control here. The blacks indicate generally dry mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, but we do have a weak surface trough and upper level trough here, basically a surface trough over the Ohio Valley into western Pennsylvania, and this is also producing southwesterly winds aloft. If we put the high density winds on here, you find basically aloft we have a trough here, but the trough remains to our west, and we have a southwest flow as high pressure moves off the coast. The surface high and also the upper level ridge move to the east. So we're having a return flow here, and in this zone we're finding some mid and upper level cloud cover throughout the day, increasing over the area. And then we have to watch this disturbance as it moves gradually along the coast and east of the forecast waters. So we could have some isentropic lift and enough precipitation for some scattered showers to get in here across portions of the area later tonight through tomorrow. Meanwhile, this frontal system approaching from the west will be moving in our direction to ensure the chances of precipitation increase during the day on Wednesday. And this morning we find those mid and upper level clouds across the region as this surface trough and weak disturbance approach and kind of help to merge with this development of the storm developing off the southeastern coast. And we can see the western edge of these clouds as they move getting closer to the coastline but still remain basically offshore. Now, these boxes in here are for small craft advisories in effect through late Tuesday night. On the ocean, east winds at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 30, seas 4 to 7 feet, mainly in east swells. And as we go through the night tonight, there could be some showers after midnight with visibilities 1 to 3 nautical miles. Tuesday, northeast winds at 20 to 25 knots, gust up to 30, seas 8 to 11 feet. Most of this remaining out over the water, obviously. The chance of showers in the morning with visibilities 1 to 3 miles. And then Tuesday night, the winds out of the northeast at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 30, becoming north as this wave of low pressure moves well to the north and east of the forecast waters. And then on Wednesday, we're in a northwest flow with temperatures, seas building to 4 to 7 feet. And there's still a chance of some showers in the afternoon on Wednesday as a cold front approaches the region. Wednesday night, the winds will be from the southwest, becoming northwest again after midnight, and northwest winds during the day on Thursday, with seas generally 3 to 5 feet. And the NAMWRF composite reflectivity off the Penn State Ewald site shows the mid and high level cloudiness with increasing. And here's our northeasterly winds and then low clouds scattered across the region. Most of the precipitation remaining offshore, but there will be some spotty light rain showers across the region. And as we get through the day on Wednesday, Wednesday morning proper, we'll find the low clouds here across eastern sections of the forecast region, especially along the coast. Most of the precipitation well offshore, but there could be some light rain or even some sprinkles and drizzle across the region. Where clear skies start off the day on Wednesday west of the region across most of northern New Jersey, central and southern New Jersey. But here comes that front. And these clouds will increase with the chance of showers across the region scattered about Wednesday afternoon through early Thursday morning. Here's our surface maps and precipitation and pressure here from the GFS model. High pressure off the New England coast. Here comes our inverted trough and our disturbance here. Surface low developing off the mid-Atlantic coast, and most of the precipitation from the GFS staying offshore and into the extreme coastal regions of New England. Here comes our cold front for Wednesday, a few light showers around, then high pressure builds in across the region, but notice we still have a weak surface trough here, an upper level trough across the eastern United States, and the next chance of precipitation coming in over the weekend with generally high pressure in control of the region throughout, but mixed clouds and sunshine and a few disturbances rotating through, and the chance for some precipitation during the week. And this is the 8 to 10 day mean forecast anomalies from the GFS and the European model from the Penn State Ewald site. And we can see that the polar vortex is moving further and retrograding further west to its normal position for this time of the year across the Arctic regions as high pressure and builds aloft with ridging here across basically Greenland into southeastern Canada and off the New England coast. But there's a couple of things here. As this is happening, we find a cutoff low across the upper Great Lakes and the Ohio River Valley, and this is forecasted through early next week, which begins May actually. And on the European model and also the GFS model to some extent has a trough here across a weak trough in the upper levels of the atmosphere across the northeastern United States with basically a west to east zonal flow. Now, if this is more accurate here and we do find a little bit more of an upper level low pinching off here, the forecast will remain on the chillier side across much of the region, probably not as dynamically warm as what we would like to see as the NAO blocking pattern begins to break down, and then we get into more of ridging here from the central and eastern United States into northern New England. So it looks like we're going to be in a zone where disturbances will kind of cut across from the Great Lakes into the northeast and We're going to be in a slightly chillier pattern with frequent weak frontal boundaries crossing the region. But after we get through the day on Wednesday and Thursday morning, skies begin to generally clear out with a mixture of scattered clouds and sunshine, at least through this weekend, with temperatures either side of 60, and the normal high is around 61, 62. So we'll probably be near normal, but not getting above normal, with changeable skies and mixed clouds and sunshine. And we'll just have to follow the trends here to see which one of these is a lot more accurate. Probably the European modeling, with the pinching off of this upper low here, keeping the upper levels of the atmosphere chilly, a little bit more unstable, and then hence a little bit more of disturbances moving through the general flow. And so that's going to do it, a wrap up here for Monday, April 22nd, 2013, Earth Day. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a good day and a good week, and we'll see you bright and early again on Tuesday morning.